All right. Hello. Good evening. Oh man, I don't know. I was like really good going into this like an hour ago, and then now it's like I'm not drained. I don't know. I just don't exactly feel as in it as before. But anyways, we are here to finally start the Trailblaze quest after about a week. It hasn't felt like it's been a week, but it has been a week. So yeah, we're gonna be doing the quest. I don't know how long it's gonna take. Probably 2 to 3 hours at the very least, maybe 4 hours at most. I don't know. I'm starting early just because I want to play DVD with my friends because the Halloween update came out. So, get into the theme. Uh, so I know that the Ethereum Wars also opens up. Um, it's the future market too. So that means there's just like two parts to this. Okay, well, I'm gonna do it all in one go. I'm probably gonna do the Ethereum Wars. Today's Wednesday. I was gonna think about doing it tomorrow, but I might take a day break. So maybe Friday or even Saturday I'll do it. But yeah, anywho, let's go.
Hey, did you hear about our next stop? It's a world called Penacony. I hear it's a beautiful, dreamy place. I'm so excited.
I also forgot to change the quality back to 720p. Oh well. Now that I don't
But
know why they came to
Bronya
my
said
mind
the
just now.
banquet we were invited to is still a little ways off. What can I do to pass the time?
Oh,
Huh? Is that my phone? Must be the group
oh,
chat.
how coincidental. Bronya with her reaction messages. Yeah, I was gonna ask. I know that they had like the communication technology within their planet, but I wonder if they had anything to be able to contact beyond their planet. But I'm guessing after the Stellar dispersed, now it's possible, I guess. Sorry, maybe next time. Damn, that's a dick move. Oh, people have been missing us. That's nice.
That Don Hung. He can't just ignore Bronya. Let's go to his room and talk to him.
Just leaving them on red. Future market. Oh, we have a prologue. So we have a prologue, part 1 and part 2. Okay, now I can see why this gets a bit lengthy. But you know what? It's nice in its own way. I do love a bit of story, however it may be. All right, Don Hung
Don
got an
Hung,
invitation.
Bronya just sent all of us a message. Did you see it yet?
Yes, I saw it.
Then why didn't you reply? Bronya's a good friend of ours.
I'm sorry. I'm just not in the mood for idle chat. There's been a lot weighing on my mind since the Lo Fu. It was tough on the spirit.
Don Hung, I'm the one who should be sorry. I was being too pushy. You're right. You went through a lot on the Xianzhou. Take all the time you need.
I don't know if it was this or some other quest, but I know some people were like criticizing. I don't know if that might be too harsh of a word, but commenting, I guess, on how March is like so back and forth of how considerate she can be in certain scenarios. Like here, she's like really considerate of Don Hung's, situation, but then like in a whole bunch of other scenarios, she can be a bit of an ass.
Thank you for understanding. It's great that Belobog is able to host the celebration. I hope your trip goes well. Say hi to our friends for me.
Okay. Rest up. You're not allowed to miss the next Trailblaze expedition.
Assuming that he tags along, who knows how many of us are gonna
I'll be
group up
there
for the
next
next
time.
one.
He won't budge, huh? Looks like it's just the two of us then.
Just the two of us.
Pity. He's gonna miss out. We never get the chance to go on a stress-free adventure.
Nah, well, she's already jinxed it, I'm sure. Stress-free for us or stress-free for the planet?
Don't get yourself all worked up. If Eurillo 6 is strong enough to withstand a Stellaron, it'll be just fine. If only Himeko could come with us. Maybe not. He's still wheezing from the trouble we got into on the
Oh no,
sand
his
show.
age is catching up to
You
him.
didn't notice? At his age, he might not appreciate the extra... excitement. Why don't we go ask Himeko to tag along? She might
True,
be up
we
for an
haven't
adventure.
really got to have an adventure with Himiko unless we
You've
count
been
the
on
her to space
Express
station.
For a while now, but you've never gone on a trip with Himeko before, right? Well, now's your chance.
Ah, for some reason I thought we were going to be able to go into her door, but nope, she's just around the corner here.
Hey, March. That's a big smile on your face. What's the good news?
Himeko, there's a celebration coming up on Eurillo 6, organized by the Supreme Guardian, and we're invited to go take in the sights and sounds. Don Hung won't be going anywhere for a while. He's still resting up, so wanna come with us? I mean, considering how you helped us out with Cocolia, I'm sure Bronya would be happy to see you.
Ah, so that explains the grin. You're excited about the celebration. Thanks for the invite, but I'm afraid my hands are full right now. Please send my regards to the Supreme Guardian. Make the most of the festivities. You've earned it. You two
I
and
realized
Don
that just
Hung
not
helped
lip
save
synced.
Eurillo
What?
6 after all. I'll be sure to join you guys next time.
Navigators really do have their plates full, huh? Seems like it's just you and me this time. Let me go pack some stuff for the trip first. Come and find me when you're ready to set off.
I've got a lot going on right now. I'm sure you'll have a...
Alright. It's time to go. Wait, she's just gonna be in her... Alright, let me go. Oh, right. I saw this.
So, what do you think about my new dress? Pretty neat, right?
Neat in all sorts of ways. I know that, there are some very mixed, thoughts about it. Not that there were any bad ones as far as I could tell, but, you know, there's some people being very, sussy about it.
It's been sitting in my wardrobe collecting dust for far too long. But now I finally got the chance to wear it.
Now, the real question is, when are they gonna add
This
costumes
kind of
for,
event doesn't come around
Stario?
every day. Why shouldn't I dress for the occasion? You're not really gonna wear that same old outfit, are you?
Hey, we never even got a chance to go out shopping for, other outfits, you know?
Let's just pretend I never said anything. As long as one of us is making an effort.
Wow, that's prodding us, you know, harshly.
Pajamas, hot water bottle, pom-pom doll. That should be everything. Let's go. Wow, that was fast. Don't you have anything you want to bring with you?
Do we even have anything? Like, I don't even know if we even have a room. Alex all has speed attributes. That's mega copium.
Other people might fall for that, but I won't. I was just taking a look at Mr. Yang's records, and it seems like Eurillo 6's average temperature has warmed up quite a bit. It's much warmer than it was on our first trip there. I wouldn't call it livable just yet, but things are looking up. I'm so happy for Bronya and Zila.
I feel like I should have taken some allergy meds because I'm starting to cough again.
Belobog, here we
Oh,
come.
I see Sampo. And I saw a whole bunch of cutscenes from the Jingnu story quest, or companion quest, not story quest.
Belobog. 700 years. It's never too late to pick up the tab.
Okay, now before I get into things, Well, I mean,
How do people living in all this snow celebrate anything? Oh, one thing's for sure, though. Where there's a celebration, there's bound to be food, right? Come on, Belobog. Don't let me down.
okay, before I continue, I know I've seen and heard some mixed things about a Topaz, and you know, I'm sure I'm gonna have my own set of thoughts. But you know, I'll wait till the quest to see how it
Oh, wait
ends
a
up.
sec. That person over there, that doesn't look like a Silvermane Guard uniform. All in black. Surely they're not IPC on this world? Am I going crazy?
An ugly uniform? That's not too bad.
That's what I'd like to know. If they're here to look for Findy, then they're more than just
Yeah,
a
we already
little
returned it to Asta, or I wouldn't say
There's
returned to
only
Asta,
one
but
way
more like gave it to her.
find out. Let's go ask. I've always found IPC staff easy to talk to.
Well, watch it now be the hardest thing to do.
Hi, do you work for the Interastral Peace Corporation? Or are you just dressing fancy today?
Yep, she already jinxed it.
Boss, encounter with 2 unknowns. Want me to take them out? Over.
To take us out?
Bruh.
Them out? Just hang tight for a second. I'm on my way.
Oh, whoops. Oh, wait, we had the logs now. Oh, wait. It probably just deleted them. Gosh darn it.
Glad to make your acquaintance.
Numby
I'm
is quite
Topaz,
small.
an investment expert from the Interastral Peace Corporation. I'm here on Eurilla 6 for a special business assignment.
Oh, he's still here.
Take them out? Just hang tight for a second. I'm on my way. Don't do anything stupid.
Alright, there we go.
You'll have to forgive my colleague here. People skills aren't his strong suit. Please don't take it to heart.
Phew, you scared the life out of me. We're here for the celebrations. We're not looking for more conflicts. Oh, right. We should probably introduce ourselves. I'm March 7th, a passenger of the Astral Express. You may have heard of it? And this is my friend and fellow passenger.
No kidding. I could tell you weren't locals from a mile away, but I didn't expect to run into 2 nameless here. Fate is such a curious thing.
Not gonna lie,
heard that
I
Eurilla
do
6
kind of
only
miss
stepped out of the
not
Stoneman's shadow
or
thanks to the
hearing
direct
at least us being
intervention of the
addressed
Trailblazers.
with like a
Surely
title or name or
you
something.
two aren't.
Despite, you know, having a name and whatever, because like here we don't even get called anything, it's just like a blank. But at least in Genshin we at least called Traveler, but trade off some things.
So humble all of a sudden, huh? Are you feeling all right? Should I call a doctor?
I never imagined I'd run into living legends here. Must be your lucky day, huh, Numby?
Wow, Miss Topaz. You're really young for an IPC executive. That's impressive.
More good luck, I suppose. But it's not as cushy as you think. Scurrying from one side of the galaxy to the other. Going wherever businesses require me to be.
Huh. Your job sounds pretty similar to the express cruise. Aside from the business, I guess. Oh, Bronya moves fast. The crisis is only just over and she's already opened talks with the IPC.
Well, see, March.
These talks aren't exactly what you might expect. But I have to agree. The Supreme Guardian definitely knows how to govern a city. That's the reason I'm here on Eurilla 6, to meet with her. Miss March, you said you were on your way to Belobog festivities, right? My apologies for delaying you both.
Don't be sorry. It's not like we're in a rush. Wanna come to the city with us? The snow plains are freezing, and it's easier than you think to get lost out here.
Thanks for the concern, but I'll manage. It's my first time on this world. I'd like to take it in its vast, iconic snowscape for just a little longer. Who knows? Maybe we'll cross paths again during the celebrations. Oh, here's my contact information. I don't usually respond during work hours, but I'd be happy to chat off the clock.
Wow, I
Assuming that
actually
she isn't
managed to
already
get
chatting with a whole
IPC
bunch of people.
executive's phone number without even trying.
Yeah,
Me
he's like,
too.
he's so you.
You two make a cute pair. Anyway,
But I
I'd
mean,
better
we
be
are
on
desperate
my
for
way.
credits.
See you next
I
time.
ran out almost with Jingneo.
The universe is huge, yet we somehow stumbled onto the same path. Fate truly works in mysterious ways, don't you think? Come on, let's head into the city.
Mhm.
Wow, there are people everywhere. Are you sure we're in Belobog?
Oh, we can hear the
Now
cheers.
check out the main
Okay, it's like
event,
coming from
the
everywhere.
food.
It's like, is
Look
this?
at
I was like
that,
saying, is this
look.
omnidirectional? It's like, it feels like it's always coming from my right.
Hang on a sec. Isn't that Wallace up ahead? Looks like he's finally made some friends. I wonder what they're talking about.
We finally broke the cycle. Hey, there's Serval. Good to see you again.
Hey, quick! Serval's about to start singing.
Woo! Thanks, everyone! Hope you're ready for a great show. Let's get started.
I would have actually would have had a bigger a stage or something.
Heartbeats will shake me.
So rules can't break.
Ah, it's a song from her
Break the sound and let
trailer.
your soul be free.
Ah, but dang, that was a pretty banger trailer. Man, it hasn't felt like it's been that long, but it has. Oh, there's Shapari.
Mom, can I get
Oh, okay. I was gonna say same for last, but it looks like we already passed that location.
Ta-da! Guess who's back?
It's you two. Welcome back to Belobog. The Supreme Guardian mentioned there'd be mystery guests attending the Soulworm celebrations, but I didn't think it'd be the Express crew. I hope you had a smooth journey. I should have dispatched Silvermane guards to welcome you on arrival. My apologies.
Aw, it's fine. You really don't have to apologize. We're just passing through. It's no big deal.
Understood. I hope you both enjoy the festivities. Please make sure you keep your personal belongings safe. Pickpockets tend to take advantage of events like this. We'll be performing additional patrols.
Yes, they target the
Got it.
visitors.
We'll get out of your way then. Bye.
Bye for now.
Out of the oven.
Can I get one?
Alright, and then, of course, Pella.
Is that Payla? Looks like she's teaching the kids again. So
And it's felt like it's been so long since
Next
we've done
I'll be
Link's
introducing the
companion quest, but
history of the museum. Everyone listen carefully, okay? Belobog's History and Culture Museum was founded 600 years ago and was originally built to memorialize Supreme Guardian Alyssa.
So hungry.
of
I
course,
wish I
the
could
kids
have a
being
red
kids.
Sunset salmon right now.
It was built to memorialize Supreme Guardian Alyssa Rand, and also...
Guess what? I heard there's gonna be a Silvermane adventure camp opening in the overworld soon. It's gonna be super awesome.
Also, those who sacrificed their lives in the war against the invaders 700 years ago.
Miss Payla, Peter is falling asleep.
Enough! From now on, no
whispering aloud. If you don't want to have any homework later, you'd better start listening. Sorry, Miss Payla. That's better. Now, where was I?
Well, I never knew Payla had a strict side.
Well, she's tentative to her job, so.
Phew.
Well, I don't know if that's her
Thought
job.
just
I
taking
guess
a
it's probably
stroll could
part
be
of her
so
position.
tiring.
Or maybe just she's that dedicated to her
Say, I think
volunteering
we should
stuff.
probably pay Bronya a visit. After all, she was the one who invited us here. Or we could go check out some other fun stuff elsewhere. Your call. Say, I think we
I don't even know where else they would want us to visit besides the Underworld. You know what? They're not really giving us such a choice since they have the market. Let's enter.
I understand the difficulties that this world is facing, Supreme Guardian. Belobog's current financial burden cannot be pinned on you, nor anyone else for that matter. However, objectively speaking, since Belobog has existed as an independent entity to this day, its debt cannot simply be written off. Oh, it looks like we have some visitors.
Bronya! And Topaz? You're here too? I guess you've already started your business talks. We'll get out of your way if...
It's no bother. We've pretty much wrapped things up already anyway. Please consider my plans carefully, Supreme Guardian. If Eurilo 6 wants to rebuild its connections with the rest of the galaxy, your credit record with the IPC will be of great importance.
You've made yourself clear, Miss Topaz. I'll require some time to consider my next course of action.
Naturally.
Okay, I
However,
was looking.
while you're
Well, anyway.
deliberating, my colleagues will need to carry out some operations in Belobog. I hope that your subjects in the underworld are cooperative.
Okay, I was like that gem on her, or on her that insignia. I guess I'm gonna say like I went to research and I'm guessing the reason she's wearing that is because it matches her name, Topaz. I know some topazes aren't exactly that color. I'm not too familiar with gems or whatever, but they could come in one shade, if that's even the right way to call it. That looks kind of like this, so I'm guessing that's it. For some reason, I was thinking, oh, it looks like a Hersher core. Be
I'm
with
sorry
my
your business
brain
got in
rot.
the way of a reunion with old friends. I'll get out of your way.
Is everything alright, Bronya? I didn't know Miss Topaz was so... intense. She seemed nice when we met her.
It's good to see you two again. Welcome back to Belobog. I'd planned a special reception, but I had to deal with an unexpected guest. The lady you just witnessed, she claims to represent the IPC. There's no need to keep either of you in the dark. To tell the truth, I have too much weighing on my mind right now to even think about the Saltworm Festival. Since you've already made her acquaintance, I needn't explain who she is. I'm sure you've heard pieces of Belobog's history the first time you visited. The Legion's invasion 700 years ago, how the Stellaron brought about the Eternal Freeze. It seems that much of Belobog's history from that time was buried deep beneath the snow. Those memories were lost and weren't passed down to the subsequent generations of Supreme Guardians. Topaz shared with me the story of the Stellaron's descent upon Eurilo 6. How the original outsiders stationed here foresaw the impending disaster and chose to leave in large numbers. Among those outsiders were several investors from the Interastral Peace Corporation. Before they departed, they did something noteworthy. They sought out architects who refused to leave, those who insisted on defending their homes. The IPC provided these architects with significant funds to aid them against the coming disaster. It was with those funds that Belobog was able to construct its immense walls. Even the initial funding for the development of the first batch of automatons was drawn from the same pool.
Wow, that's a pretty incredible story. So, does that mean Topaz's business here is to collect a debt from Belobog?
Yes, I'm afraid so.
That's ridiculous! And what's with the timing? What took them so long to get here? If it wasn't for us eliminating the Stellaron, they'd have nothing to collect. It's obvious they're just trying to take advantage.
According to her account, the repayment period agreed upon by the architects and the IPC investors was 280 years. However, less than a century after the loan was taken out, the connection between Yarillo 6 and the rest of the galaxy was completely severed. The IPC deemed that the disaster had caused irreparable damage and that there was no civilization left to reclaim the debt from. As such, they considered the owed sum permanently lost. It wasn't until the Stellaron crisis was resolved that the IPC discovered that Belobog had survived.
And that's when they sent Topaz over to collect the debt.
A very savory situation.
The interest. The debt owed is an astronomical amount. I don't even know how to read such a long string of numbers. Before you both arrived, Topaz warned me that if the payments were delayed, the IPC would give her the authority to employ strong measures.
Oh, I had no idea things were like this. Here I was thinking the IPC had come to rebuild Belobog, not extort it. Right. We need to figure out how to help them. The IPC is too big and powerful. Even if Bronya steps in, it'll be hard for her to resolve the situation.
You seem to have a deeper knowledge of the Interastral Peace
I
Corporation than I
mean,
do.
March might, but I
But
have
if
no
the records
clue.
are accurate, and they truly have a presence throughout the galaxy, the IPC could crush Belobog like a bug if they wanted to. I'm glad you're both here. I know you came for the festival, but now I must ask you and the Astral Express for help. Do you think you could persuade Topaz to reevaluate the situation? The Express's reputation precedes it. Perhaps there's still hope?
Have no fear, Bronya. When a friend's in need, the Nameless will always be at their side.
Let's bring in the big guns. I'm pretty sure Mark's gonna be like, no, then
Yeah,
but
after all, this guy here is a pretty good
you say that, but
negotiator.
look at that weapon was far right. That didn't
Thank
exactly
you
go.
so much, both of you. I'm so sorry for dragging you into more trouble. While you're out looking for Topaz, I'll see if I can think of a strategy to deal with the situation. Best of luck, and stay safe. I apologize for dragging you into Belobog's affairs again, but when faced with an entity as powerful as the IPC, we need all the external help we can get. While you're out looking for Topaz, I'll see if I can think of a strategy to deal with the situation. Best of luck, and stay safe. Thank you.
Alright, we'll try our best.
Oh, hey! I just remembered. Topaz gave me her number. We might as well just be direct and ask her where she is. She seems like the type of person who appreciates a straight approach.
Oh, alright. Oh, maybe she has an NBS or a reply message. Okay, the museum. The one we repaired. I wonder what would happen if we didn't repair the museum at events.
Okay, got it. She's at the museum. Let's get going. We better think about what we're gonna say. She might be young, but she is an IPC executive. She's definitely no pushover.
Let's turn around the corner.
Oh, it's you two again. This is the third time today we've run into each other. Oh, did my smart reply function tell you where I was? It's a system developed by the technology department. Pretty neat, right? What do you make of this painting? I'm no expert, but just from the artist's strokes, I can tell it's no ordinary piece.
I mean, this is one of the ones that we got that paint in
Portrays
paint
a
back then.
certain kind of sorrow, you know? Not your everyday kind of sadness. It runs much deeper than that. It's as if the artist had condensed history into one poignant but sorrowful image. The artist's brushwork depicts several generations' hardships. Not at all. The analysis of an aficionado. I wouldn't take my word for it. The Express has visited many worlds. I'm sure the Nameless have a far greater knowledge of such things than myself. I suppose what I'm trying to say is, what I'm drawn to isn't the style in which a piece is painted, but its overall value. Its intrinsic value may only be 50,000 credits, but its added value might push the total up to 200,000.
Okay, that's not really saying much.
Sorry for crashing your artist party, but we
It's not
can
even that
talk
much
to you about
credits as far as I'm
something else.
aware of. That's like,
Oh? A collaboration between our
oh,
two sides,
it might be a
perhaps?
lot. Well,
Not
on one hand, it's
exactly.
it's probably not a lot of
Actually,
credits in the whole scheme of things.
Let's walk and talk. This way. Most exhibits in this museum are of little value. But with a keen eye, it's possible to find a diamond in the rough, so to speak.
Miss Topaz, Bronya's already told us about Belobog's debt situation.
Oh. You two are closer than I expected with her. So, how can I help? Not sure in the arrangement, or...
We, help me out here. You know I'm not good at this kind of thing.
I'm trying to be a direct. On one hand, it's like, in the whole scale of things, yes, they technically did do the agreement thing, a whole thing years ago, even though it hasn't been handled properly. It does seem unfair. You know, laws and all that stuff is annoying. I'm just gonna be more sentimental about it.
You're so direct. I like that. I understand. From your point of view, I can see how unreasonable it appears. However, you must understand that debt collection is a big part of my job. I've dealt with cases far more difficult than Belobog's. I appreciate each case has its difficulties, but if I treated every late debtor as a special case, the galaxy's economy would come to a grinding halt. The Strategic Investment Department is well versed in handling such situations. We can offer the debtor various repayment solutions, but Eurillo 6 has far exceeded the allotted repayment period. I'm afraid milder solutions aren't the order of the day. So, I proposed to Bronya. Oops, almost gave away trade secrets there, didn't I? That was a close one. The exhibits here are pretty ordinary. I estimate they're probably not worth much. Let's keep moving.
So you're basically saying the Belobogians must pay off their ancestors' debts.
When you think about it, it's just another part of the cycle of life.
I know
not
someone
sure it's
had,
as
or
poetic as
maybe
that.
several people made memes of
Wow,
Bronya
look!
shooting
Is
Topaz.
that little critter native to Eurylo 6? It's so white and fluffy.
Is it white? It
Where
looks
can
more
I find a
brown
live one?
on with us line.
I absolutely adore them. Have you guys met Numby yet? Oh, where'd they go? They must be off playing somewhere. Come to think of it, this little guy is on display here probably means it's already extinct, right?
So, Miss Topaz, what exactly will it take for the IPC to go easier on Belobog? Bronya invested so much just to make this world a little better. And now, it feels like all of her efforts will be undone in the blink of an eye. It's just so cruel.
What do you take the IPC for, Miss March? We're just the same as Belobog's architects. We're all followers of the preservation. No matter what solutions we propose, we will always take the welfare of the people of Belobog into consideration. Otherwise, we'd be no different from the Legion, would we?
So you're saying there's nothing to worry about? But Bronya...
And I feel
Don't
like they're
worry
just trying to
yourself too much. The
sugarcoat it.
Supreme Guardian is a wise person. She'll understand. But, to answer your question directly, it'd take a miracle. I'll complete the Eurylo 6 project no matter what obstacles I encounter.
This isn't going as planned. What should we do?
I wouldn't waste too much energy on this matter. Why not make the most of the festive atmosphere? Oh, looks like one of my colleagues is after me. My apologies, but I should probably take this. Bye!
So, what now? We spent ages trying to convince her and she didn't move
Oh,
an
she's
inch.
good on her job in that end.
You sure? I really don't think she'll change her mind. I guess Miss Topaz is just doing her job. And as far as the Express is concerned, I think it'd be unwise to make the IPC our enemy. All these vested interests. So hard to undo any of it. They teach this stuff in school. Wait, did I even go to school?
Oh, yeah.
Did someone send you a message?
Uh-oh, looks like she's having trouble. Took over the Great Mine. Oh boy, it's the Jirlo storyline over. Well, both Wildfire and Silvermane guards. Super advanced fancy weapons with jacked up damage. And Seal I can't handle.
Huh? The IPC are causing trouble in the underworld? Already? Seriously? Topaz was just talking
Well, then
about
again, I don't,
taking
as far
the
as I'm
welfare
aware,
of the people of
the first time I
Belobog
actually
into
fought them was in
consideration.
MOC, and judging from their
Now they're
weaknesses,
pulling this stunt?
they're
You
not
really
weak to
can't trust
Quanta,
these
so
money-hungry IPC suits for a
Seal is definitely
minute.
gonna have trouble with it.
Again? I don't think I have it in me to play the hero today. I guess complaining won't get us anywhere. Let's go lend them a hand. One's hexagrammatic position is always in flux. Zila!
Oh, March back in their usual attire.
Hey! Am I glad to see you two here? I'm not sure how much longer we can hold out.
Oh, I'm pretty sure some people are hurt, right?
Nobody's been seriously hurt, but a few Wildfire members got minor injuries. Fortunately for us, it seems like they were holding back. Their weapons and automatons are much stronger than anything we have. You see those two in black? They've been guarding the mine entrance. They're not letting anyone in or out. Hey! Just because you have fancy equipment doesn't mean you can bully us! Who do you think you are? What's the matter? Got nothing to say?
What's going on inside the mine? Any ideas?
A few miners made it out earlier. They looked pretty panicked. They said the whole mine had been seized by the people in black. These uninvited guests keep talking about asset evaluation, whatever that means. All I know is that they're seriously disrupting the lives of the Underworlders.
Yeah, any lady come by?
Who?
Ooh, Omega Law?
We were just talking to her in the museum. Do you think her cronies are acting without her authorization?
The person you're talking about. Are they in charge of the people in black? Potaz, Pazto, whatever her name
Oh
is,
no.
she can wait.
I know some people were
Right
memeing
now,
about this
the most
also, like,
important
it's like
thing
the
is
whole
to free
Barbados
those
thing
trapped
that
in the Great Mine.
Rosario was talking about.
Are you two with me?
Barbados. Or Barbados or whatever. Just like pronunciation of the names, but
Hey, you two! Cat got your tongue or something? If you knew what was best for you, you'd get out of my way!
You guys must be exhausted standing here all day. How about you take a little lunch break?
March, I'm pretty sure they're
I'm
not
sure the
gonna
IPC
give in,
allows
considering they
that,
just heard
right?
Seal trash talking about. Seriously, get some lunch, bro.
What's their deal?
You two were talking to the director in the snow plains.
So it's you! You're the one who was threatening to take us out in the snow plains! Do you even know who you're talking to? If your boss knows to treat us with respect, you'd better start showing some yourself.
Let me
I
silence again.
can't let you pass. My team leader said that if anyone gets through, I'll lose 6 months of performance bonuses.
Team leader? You're even lower on the pecking order than I thought.
Not even reporting directly to Topaz.
Shut up! I spent 7 years on a forsaken asteroid preparing to join the IPC. I went through 17 interviews before they finally hired me. What right do you deadbeats have to criticize me?
IPC? Interviews?
On one
I
hand,
know
you
what you're
know,
rambling
gotta
on about.
admire his
You're
persistence
really
and
testing my patience.
hard work to get to that point,
No
despite
need
all
to
the
waste
struggles.
your
On the other
breath
hand, if
on
it took you
this
that many
idiot.
tries,
Let's do this.
that might be an issue of yourself. But then again, if the IPC's a jackass corporation, then that's another issue on its own.
Ready for another?
Lend me your strength. We've entered the storm.
Dang.
To guard and defend.
A part of me wishing
them.
they had a bit more speed so I could immediately get into the state.
Troublesome. Enemy data signet markers
Wow,
activated.
did Pella really
Time for
always have that much
another.
HP?
It came together. There's always a way.
Lend me your strength.
Tedious. Blade of moonlight.
I know this team doesn't have a healer, but I wanted to try having a
That's it?
STEMI hyper
He
carry
sure took off quickly.
Jingnu beyond
17 rounds
get
of
in action
interviews
since
and
these guys
these
are
are
all
the
weak to
best
ice.
people they can find? What a joke.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I've been warned that the ones in the mine won't go down without a fight. Let's set off when you're ready.
Okay, for some reason my game is glitched. Okay, but still being a bit funky. Alright. Chat with March 7th. Go see.
Caught your breath yet? It's time to show these IPC fools who they're dealing with.
When did you change his clothes again?
Right after we finished chatting with Topaz in the museum. Did it take you that long to notice? I thought you
I mean,
were
I
supposed
noticed,
to
but
be the observant one. The quicker we handle the IPC, the faster we can get back to enjoying the celebrations. Let Zila know when you're ready to go.
Alright, time to kick some butt.
Ready for action? It's time to kick the IPC out of the underworld. Let's get moving.
Yep, same enemy. Of course, we're gonna go balls to the walls, no healers, baby. Oh yeah, I finally got the herder Lycone for
Hello, it's Mr. Svarog, isn't it? And
Fushan,
this cute
so
little girl must be Clara.
it's helping a little bit anyway. So well, I guess Sarog's place is in the opposite direction, so
Hello, miss. Are you...
I'm Topaz. I've come to have a chat with Mr. Svarog.
Clara, go inside and wait for me.
Huh? But if you have a guest, maybe I should...
She is not a guest. Neither is she a friend. Go, Clara. Everything will be fine.
I'm still trying to get used to Svarog's new filter. I don't know. I won't enjoy it as much as the OG.
So, it seems my source was right. Who'd have thought that such a strong bond could exist between a giant robot and a little girl? So heartwarming.
I don't know why. When she said that, she doesn't sound that sincere.
You bear the insignia of the Interastral Peace Corporation. What is your motive for coming here?
Straight to the point, huh? I like your style. Eurillo 6. Are robots familiar with that term? Anyway, it refers to the planet we're currently standing on. It's about to become the property of the IPC. No one can reverse this outcome. Not you, not the Nameless, nor any power in the galaxy.
Just watch Aeon pull up and say
I only care
no
about
you.
one thing right now. Demonstrating to the shareholders of the IPC that Eurillo 6 can generate value. In the long run, this is a way, the only way, to ensure Belobog's long-term interests. I need your help to achieve this goal.
Long-term interests undefined. Analyzing objectives. Analysis failed. Tell me, emissary, how do you plan to convince the IPC leadership?
That's simple. I'll show you.
What is that? What is that?
Source code. Or to be more precise, source code that is able to take control of all mechanized units in Belobog. I'm sure you're familiar with this. All mechanized units manufactured in Belobog over the last 700 years utilize the underlying systems created by the IPC. The code is so refined that the engineers never saw any reason to change it. I assume you're also aware that there was once a large automaton factory in the underworld. Thousands upon thousands of automatons, enough to crush the Legion's vanguard, lay dormant within. This is my bargaining chip for negotiating with the higher-ups. I'll convince them that Eurillo 6 has a place in the company's long-term strategies. But first, I need a guide to show me where these automatons are buried.
I understand. Your long-term interests can be defined as the survival of civilization at a macro level. What are your intentions for the people currently living here?
Their future has already been purchased. All I can do is make them accept this fact, using a relatively peaceful approach.
I understand. I will assist you with your plan.
Oh, so you're not as
No,
stubborn as the
not like
rumors
this,
suggest.
Svarog. I don't know. Personally, I think he probably has.
Is beyond my computational range, but my emotional analysis indicates
It's like on one hand, it's like,
you are
yeah,
indeed trying to
I
find
do
ways to
believe
ensure
Topaz
the
does
survival
have
of this
good
world.
intentions in trying to
Additionally,
ensure the survival of this
calculations
world, but I feel
indicate
like
96.4% probability of
it's not
compliance
gonna.
if I refuse to cooperate.
It's not gonna go as well as we want
Your
it to go.
calculations are slightly on the conservative side. Here's to our future cooperation. If you wouldn't mind leading the way, Mr. Svarog.
I wonder how we're gonna get worm our way out of this one. I see Numby over.
All the miners here, huddled together. Anyone else getting deja vu?
Well, the situation here is pretty similar to when you first arrived. It's just that instead of a few thugs and broken robots, now we're dealing with much more formidable adversaries.
Hey, Hey, check it out! Isn't that Topaz's little trotter over there? Oh, what was it again? Numby, right?
What? Isn't that thing a fragmentum monster? She's keeping one as a pet?
The IPC are all about their sci-fi sorcery, so it's not that surprising. Wanna go take a look?
Alright. Attempt to communicate. So tiny. Oink oink. Oink oink oink.
Sounds like you two are getting along. What's Numby saying?
As is here, life is utterly ultimately meaningless unless you're a strong accent. Oh my god, I don't know what to pick between these two. Let's go with this one.
I should have known. Don't quit your day job.
Look, you guys. Looks like it wants to leave.
Looks like they want to find their master. Let's follow them.
Help! Those people dressed in black are attacking us!
Show your courage.
The moon shines on the truth.
Alright, I'm pretty sure it's not gonna keep any of
I'm
these, but
talking to you. Where do you guys store the Geomarrow?
I really don't know anything.
This place is filled with nothing but incompetence.
Those cowards! I guess they want to do this the hard way.
alright. Time to clap.
All will be revealed
Oh, what the heck? Why do we have to fight the regular
in lunar
ones?
flame.
It came together.
Okay, I know you normally
Together as
wanna
one.
save
Ready for another? There's
ultimate for
always
when
a
she's in her
chance.
special
Lend me
mode,
your
just so it
strength.
does more damage and she gets another stack, but as of right now, I just want to get in.
Blade of moonlight.
All things human creations.
Enemy data net markers activated.
This is definitely
Time for
overkill,
good old
but it
counter.
probably regenerates energy so fast that I'm not too worried.
You'll pay for that.
Lend me your strength.
Honestly, that's exactly what Bronya needs right now.
Do not concern yourself with the outcome.
Uh-huh. Looks like Numby's in a good mood.
But aren't they on the IPC side? Strange.
Oh, who knows what Numby has going on? Or his head? I don't even know. Numby's gender, they have one.
Look!
Or
that
sex.
big guy down there. Is he the one in charge?
We'll see who's really in charge. Let's go.
Alright, we got a big boy.
Huh? Where'd Numby go?
Show your courage.
Wow.
and
For
bow.
something so short and stubby, you're surprisingly nimble. Well, guess that's that. We're on our own now. Let's keep going.
Alright, let's see if we get to keep Fushan's thing. Probably not either.
Hey, you! Are you in charge around here?
All local. The IPC is currently conducting asset evaluation work here. Local residents are advised to follow those.
So is the team leader actually just a robot, or is there a guy piloting it inside or something?
Don't lie to us! You seized the mine by force for yourself. You drove the locals out of their homes. I'm warning you. Get lost or suffer the consequences. Don't you dare show your face around here again!
Ah, and who might you be? You have quite the attitude. This is our jurisdiction now. We are all powerful here. You know Topaz? Interesting. It doesn't matter. The Strategic Investment Department has no obligation to talk to anyone.
Seems like they're not getting swayed by the name of the boss.
In cases where debtors fail to repay within the set time frame, the IPC reserves the right to skip negotiations and take over all assets. We're simply following the rules. What exactly is your problem?
You know, it's funny how the rules always seem to work in your favor, don't you think? This world's been hanging by a thread, and now you're here to pull the plug on it.
Don't blame me. I'm simply following orders. Do you think I get to make those kinds of decisions?
Save your breath, March. I never held out any hope of resolving this problem peacefully. Didn't you claim the IPC was all-powerful? Well, now's the perfect chance to show us what you can do.
If I knew things were gonna get this heated, I'd have applied for overtime. Anyway, since you seem intent on settling this matter with violence, prepare yourselves for my heavy laser cannon.
To be honest, I guess it is a laser cannon. Well, this is the first time that I'm going to show my stream, but it's like an orbital laser cannon. It's like, well, it's kind of like, imagine Asta's skill,
Guard and defend.
kind of.
Crush them.
Either laser beams and bullets fall from the sky.
Cloud together as one. Enemy targets detected.
All will be
Oh, whoops! I
revealed
probably should have ulted first.
in lunar flame.
Enemy data net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. Lend me your strength.
I still don't know how it works. I see it's the performance points. Each stack increases damage dealt. Performance go assume when using this unit's basic attack skill or ultimate. Okay, so I should keep that in mind for my when I do MOC, because I think I still need to do Floor and not. Or I'm a Floor Air Floor. That's some fat damage in a way.
A quick divination.
I want to boost with Bronya, but we have 2 stacks, so I just want to.
We have the upper hand. Ready for another? You'll pay for lend me your strength.
Stand down.
Oh, wait. Oh, Shira has another current turn.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
I'm gonna steal 1 stack with that. Gonna stack with this.
Blade of moonlight.
Oh, I don't know what does more damage, the skill or the ultimate, but I feel like the skill definitely does. So I probably should save that for the skill. Oh, I don't have any skill points for the field. Uh-oh.
Creations. Commencing support. Lend me your strength. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them.
Okay. Brian took quite a bit of a beating, but
Who are you people? Not even our tech could take you down.
We took down the Doomsday Beast, the Stellaron, and Fantilia. Did you really think you could stop us?
Darn it. I'm all out of ammo.
Sir, we've just received word from the director.
Director Topaz? What did she say?
Teams are not to disrupt the lives of local inhabitants during the asset evaluation period. Teams that violate this directive will have their year-end bonuses reduced by 60%!
uh-oh. That sucks for you, boy.
60%? We're done for. Attention all personnel. Evacuate the mine immediately. Erase all traces of your presence.
And they're gone.
So, are we all good here, or what?
Yeah. Judging by the looks on their faces, I don't think they'll be back. So, who is this Topaz anyway? She seems to have no problem ordering these idiots around. Or taming fragmentum creatures, for that matter.
It's a long story.
Debt? What do you mean?
You should probably ask Bronya to explain it to you.
Why did this mess have to happen so close to the festivities? timing couldn't have been any worse.
Oh, looks like we've got a message.
Alright, it's about from the Belobog chat gang. Yeah, they definitely didn't take our word.
Huh, I get the feeling Bronya's
Oh,
worried
yeah, she's
about
got a lot on her
something.
shoulder.
We'd better go back and see her. Are you coming with us, Zila?
Go on without me. I still have stuff to take care of. The miners need to know what happened here. Bronya messaged you, which means she thinks you can help. I trust her judgment.
Got it, Zila. We'll do what we can to help Bronya out. Come on, to Klipoth Fort!
Back we go. Rivet Town.
These guys don't look like disease.
By order of the Supreme Guardian, proceed no further. Miss Topaz.
Belobog might be in arrears, but I'm out of pocket. See you later, Captain.
Uh-oh. He's in trouble. Oh, we're already on part 2 of the thing. Okay. This is Trailblaze Daily Report. Bleh. Didn't see Topaz, there's a new situation. Off our going back to find Bronya. Brief and to the point. I could, button in that.
Welcome back. I appreciate your help more than I can express. It couldn't have been easy running all over the city.
That's what friends are for, Bronya. You don't sound like yourself. Is something wrong?
I'm fine. I haven't rested in a while. There's just too much happening all at once.
Yeah, they need to fill out left field.
Perhaps, but the IPC won't wait for me to catch up. They're moving quickly. Belobog is crawling with their agents. All they talk about is asset evaluation. The silver lining is that apart from the mine incident you mentioned, there haven't been any major conflicts in other areas. I suppose Topaz must have issued an order against harassing the citizenry. Still, that hasn't stopped panic from building. People are confused. They don't know where these strangers in black came from, nor what their intentions are.
Did you manage to get in touch with Topaz again? We're curious to know what solution she has in mind.
That's the reason I asked for you to come here. I need your advice. Look.
Uh-oh. It's like a contract.
It's...
The contract Topaz sent to me a little while ago. There's a handwritten letter attached. Please, take a look at the contents, and then tell me your thoughts.
Miss Bronya, if you'll permit me to call you that, I'd like to share a story with you from my own life. In your eyes, the IPC may seem heartless or cruel, but in reality, we all have a story to tell. As for myself, I was born on a small, unremarkable planet at the edge of the galaxy, a place whose name is known only to the native inhabitants. My home planet was extremely resource poor. To survive, people worked laboriously, manufacturing products for other civilizations in the galaxy, mostly in chemical or heavy industries. Given these circumstances, the natural environment of my home planet became increasingly harsh. I don't recall the exact moment when it happened, but People started wearing respirators just to walk down the street. All you could hear were the wheezing coughs of the people, day and night. My home was facing its demise. The relatively wealthy chose interstellar migration and started anew. The majority who stayed could only struggle on amidst sewage, acid rain, and dust, waiting for the end. Finally, one fateful day, the IPC arrived on my home planet. They had the technology to repair our planet's damaged environment. In return for their help, they asked for just one thing: that all inhabitants sign a contract which would make them employees of the IPC. 2 years after signing the contract, the dark clouds and haze disappeared, and people began to take off their masks. After 3 years, vegetation and
I'll be out
trees
here
began to grow
putting
and
in the-
thrive again. After 5 years, many animals, previously on the brink of extinction, reappeared. When I was finally old enough, I officially became a member of the Strategic Investment Department. I witnessed the changes that took place on my home world, and was determined to bring the same changes to many other worlds in the galaxy that were experiencing the same plight. I am writing to you, Miss Bronya, with the genuine desire to express something important. I know freedom is precious to people, but in reality, there are things of much greater value, such as survival. How many generations of Belobogians will it take to embrace the stars again without assistance? Who can guarantee that every future Guardian will be as prudent and enlightened as you? How can you guarantee that a disaster such as the Stellaron crisis will not descend upon Belobog yet again? I have already negotiated the best possible deal for you. Once you sign this contract, all of Belobog's debts will be forgiven. In addition, the IPC will set up a special team to support the reconstruction of Eurillo 6.
Okay, but what's the trade-off?
I can understand that for you, this is an extremely difficult decision, because you, and you alone, will bear the fate of all Belobogians. But because of this, I believe that you will make the right decision. A decision that will truly benefit your people.
Her words do sound quite sincere. What do you make of it?
I mean, I have a feeling she probably is sincere about it, but even so, just because things turn out better for her because of the IPC's intervention, I don't think the same might happen for Belobog.
Yes, she is a high-ranking member of the IPC, after all. She knows how to use words to her advantage. In any case, she wasn't wrong when she said this would be an extremely difficult decision. This planet's fate, the civilization it carries, everything that's happened here and everything that will happen, it all rests in my hands. This definitely can't, and shouldn't, be a decision made by me alone.
Always think get some outside perspective.
That thought has crossed my mind, and it comforts me to hear you say that.
Right. I don't think it's fair for you to carry the weight alone. Why not discuss it with others first?
Topaz hasn't given me much time to consider. She wants me to decide as soon as possible. I wanted to put it to a vote, and let all the citizens of both the overworld and the underworld have their say. But with such little time, I'm afraid that's a lost cause. I'll convene the Klapothfort architects immediately to discuss the contract. As for the locals, I'd like you to gauge their stance on the matter. The people of Belobog hold both of you in high regard. they'll most certainly be willing to tell you their thoughts.
Voting rights. It's under racing against the clock. Yeah, we don't got much time.
Yes, we need to move
Both
fast.
in game and out of game. Well, technically, I have a lot of time out of game, but I'd rather get this done sooner than.
Topaz, but this should be a piece of cake.
Thank you, March. I'll assemble the ministers. Let's meet up here again later.
All right. If we want to make an informed decision, we need to hear from both the overworld and the underworld, right? Let's start with the overworld.
Okay, I'm gonna wonder if the whole overworld is on one side, the whole underworld is on the other side. But I'm pretty sure that's probably not gonna happen. I hope it's a mixed response, but we'll see. I like how she's asking us because they trust us, but I'm here walking around as Bronya. Alright, I'm guessing we're probably gonna ask the people we know. So like what? Looks like Serval, Pala. I don't see where the last marker is, but figure things out.
We meet again. How have you two been? Uh-oh. That look on your face tells me something's wrong. I hope it's nothing too serious.
It's considers the whole fate of the entire planet.
Sounds serious. I'm all ears. Really? You better not be making things up.
I wish it were made up. Unfortunately, it's all true. We don't have much time, Pela. Bronya wants to get everyone's opinion.
Wait, you're telling me I have to make this huge decision on the spot? At least give me a few seconds to think it over. Okay, I think I've got it. If it were up to me, I'd probably agree to the IPC's conditions.
Huh. Okay. Any particular reason?
I've looked at some of the climate reports, and based on the data I've seen, it'll take 3 or 4 more generations for the snow to completely subside. And that's assuming no other disasters occur. I care more about those in the present than a future I can't be sure of. If the IPC is able to bring about immediate change, then I think that's a price well worth paying. Building a better world for future generations sounds great, right? But is it any fun for the engineers and architects who are directly involved in such a pursuit?
I see. So compared to a distant and uncertain
And that's where
future,
this all sucks,
what you
because
really care
both
about
sides
is
are,
making sure the people
many
around you
perspectives
have
are
a
probably
good
right.
life. Thanks for your input. I'll make a note of your opinion.
Alright, I'm guessing it's probably what we're probably gonna talk to maybe Natasha in Underworld. If not, maybe Oleg. He's the quote-unquote later wildfire.
Well, look who we have here! You and March paying us a visit. What's the occasion?
She says that, but she doesn't realize that. Or she's not saying that because she knows that the there's supposed to be a festival about to happen, or she didn't catch us watching her street performance.
Uh-oh. Sounds like something serious is happening. You'd better fill me in. What? How is that possible? I need a moment to wrap my head around this.
Serval, we're racing against the clock. No time for head wrapping.
It's okay. I've thought it through. If it were up to me, I'd sign the contract.
That's another one.
What? Hold on, are you serious? I thought you'd be against it for sure.
Surprised? My reasons are pretty simple. Signing this contract would mean we no longer have to worry about surviving. For most of the residents here, especially those in the underworld, that would be more than enough to persuade them. As for working for the company, people need to work no matter where they are, right? If the IPC tries to take too many liberties, we can always rise up against them. You know, I've always longed for the stars since I was a child, which is why I devoted myself to science and the studying of the Stellaron. If someone told me that I could do whatever research I wanted with only a small price to pay, I probably wouldn't hesitate.
I see. I suppose that makes sense. Thanks for your input. I'll make a note of your opinion.
Oh, energy hub. Oh, okay. I think this is done. We're talking to, right? Hey, we actually get to talk to him. Cool. We haven't seen this guy in quite a bit.
Is that the Trailblazers? It's been a while. I didn't think you'd be back in Belobog so soon.
Good to see you. How you been doing?
It's been pretty hectic in the city lately. All these people dressed in black suddenly showed up, and even the Silvermane guards have had trouble dealing with them. Do you need my opinion? I'm happy to help. So that's who they are. It's worse than I imagined. The Madam Guardian must be under a lot of pressure. Is there really nothing we can do to assist her?
We're here to gather everyone's opinion on the matter. I know this is a little sudden, but we're running out of time. What's your take?
Why, I'd refuse the contract, of course. There is no room for compromise. Just look at them. Arrogant, stomping around here as if they own the place. How can such people be trusted? Who's to say they won't breach the contract? Faced with this sort of coercion, we must resist them with all our might. Surrendering is not an option. You must warn the Madam Guardian not to allow herself to fall into their trap.
A soldier's perspective is always valuable, Dun.
A person that
Thanks
fights for
your
the people.
input. I'll make a note of your opinion.
Oh.
Did we miss anyone in the overworld? I think we asked just about everyone we needed to. From what I've gathered, it seems like most people in the overworld are leaning towards signing the IPC's contract. We'd better hurry to the underworld and see what Natasha and Zila make of it all.
Okay, so it seems like we're getting 2 more from them and probably a 3rd person. Boulder Town. Alright, Natasha and Robot Summit. Is probably Sela going over to check things out.
Pressing, let's take a walk.
She says that, considering everything that's going on. How ironic.
What brings you two to the underworld? And why the long face?
You haven't heard?
Seems a little out of the blue, but since you came all this way, it must be urgent. Go ahead. That is a lot of information to take in. Sorry, both of you. I know you're in a hurry, but I need a moment to think.
No stress, Nat. Just tell us what you really think.
I've thought about it, and... well, if I were Bronya, I wouldn't sign it. I won't deny the offer on the table is a very tempting one. And if we refuse, Belobog will not only have the burden of a huge debt, we may also incite the wrath of a very powerful force. But even so, a quote I read back in school came to me just now. Those who are willing to give up freedom for security will end up with neither. Living in the underworld has taught me that this phrase is true. I'd rather trek through the frigid snow plains than live in a beautiful cage.
Wow, that's a pretty convincing argument.
That is a very interesting quote, and
Another vote for the against pile.
I guess depending on the
Thanks for your insight, Nat.
scenario, that could very well be true. Scary as it is. Oh wait, what? Oh. I'm guessing the Robot Summon's probably Clara, right? Because Farveg's probably not here. Oh yeah, so we have to talk to Oleg.
None other than the saviors of Belobog. To what do I owe the pleasure? To be honest, I'm surprised you even remembered an old geezer like me.
Hey, don't say that.
But
I'm actually still pissed off that they don't give you proper voice acting. Or not voice acting, lip syncing.
Let me guess. Something to do with these unruly people in black showing up everywhere? Well, ask away. It just so happens I'm curious about them myself. Maybe I can be of some help. I see. That's a tricky situation, all right. A lot for anyone to handle, let alone someone as young as Lady Bronya.
Mr. Oleg, out of all the people we know in Belobog, you have the most life experience. What do you think we should do?
Want to hear the truth? I'm afraid great ambitions and lofty plans no longer hold much appeal for an old-timer like me. If this IPC does indeed possess the magical power to restore Belobog back to its former self overnight, then I think the answer is clear. Have you considered the opposite? What about if we refuse? The reconstruction plan already sounds like an endless endeavor, and with the added burden of a massive debt, well, is that something we can manage on our own? What worries me the most is how Lady Bronya will handle the backlash from her people. Will she be able to withstand the criticism? Is she prepared to carry the weight of a tarnished reputation for years to come?
Huh. I guess I never looked at it from that angle. I wouldn't wish that title on anyone.
Anyone?
Thank you for your thoughts, Mr. Oleg.
You know, I was thinking it's like that one meme, like I'm that one fan of X character, you know, and if there's this many fans left, I'm one of them, and if I'm that last fan left, or you know what I mean, it's that basic. Just.
Show your curve.
But yeah, that's basically the situation going.
Miss March, big brother, what brings you to the underworld?
Hey there, Clara. Is Svarog not around?
Mr. Svarog went out for a walk with a lady called Topaz.
What? Topaz? Do you know where they went?
I'm not sure, but Mr. Svarog promised he'd be back soon.
Oh, he went out to get the milk.
What now? Svarog's super logical. We should definitely.
Well, I mean, considering the fact that, well, I guess they would know, but he already went along with everything.
True. Don Hung's always saying that Clara's really insightful for her age.
Huh? Miss March, do you want to ask me something? That's complicated. I don't know what to say.
It's alright, Clara. No pressure. Just tell us.
Well, judging for how the numbers are matching up, it's going to be a tie, ain't it?
I think if we have a choice for the future, it should be everyone's decision. Because when I was playing with Hook, the moles, and the other kids, we talked about our dreams. Everyone has different dreams. If we accept Miss Topaz's offer, then doesn't that mean our dreams will never come true?
No, not the dream shatterer.
People's dreams like that. I don't know. It feels wrong.
You're right. Children see the world as a place where anything is possible. Just the thought of our lives being predestined from birth makes me shiver. Thanks, Clara. Your thoughts mean a lot to us. All that running around has worn me out. So, the final conclusion is... the votes are completely even. I don't know what to do. Both sides have really compelling arguments.
Who's this last person?
Oh, right! We haven't asked Dila.
Oh, right.
She's probably still in the Great
Oh, she's probably gonna say no, right?
Miners. Come on, let's get going.
She's at her usual haunt. Alright, so like,
Back so soon?
you're gonna be the deal breaker,
Any
maybe.
news?
Or maybe she'll be like
Are you
impartial
feeling all right?
and just
You
leave,
look a little uneasy.
put her decision as Bronya's decision, basically.
Important matter, huh? I can tell from your tone that this isn't gonna be a lighthearted chat. But I'm ready to hear it. I think I get it. At first, I thought it was just a few IPC ruffians overstepping their boundaries.
Yeah, you didn't think the future of Belobog was at stake, right?
Right. I need a little time to process this.
As it stands, the votes are even. Your opinion will make all the difference.
In that case, I abstain.
What?
Oh, well,
No. This responsibility rests on Bronya's shoulders. Not mine. No matter the choice she makes, she has far greater foresight than I do. She can see the bigger picture more clearly than I can. The vote is tied. If I were to give you my view, it would tip the scales and possibly impact her final choice. I'll respect whatever decision she makes, but it's not my place to make it for her.
Understood, Zila. This is a difficult decision to make, and everyone feels differently about it. It's times like these that a leader must stand up and do what's needed.
Right. It's Bronya's decision. She knows what's at stake. She won't run away from her duty. I trust her wholeheartedly. If she asks you, just let her know my reasoning. She'll understand.
Well, it's all in Bronya's hands now. She has to make the final call. Right? I'm glad Belobog has someone like her in charge. The time has come. Let's go fill her in. I'm curious to see how she's handling those Klapoth ministers.
alright. It's time for this big decision. Now, I've already been spoiled on
If there's nothing pressing, let's
this
take a
part, but you know. I think a cutscene's coming up, so preparing for the volume to blast us again. Just a lot of people here.
Whoa, the fort's packed. I've never seen this many people here before. Jeez, I can barely even hear myself think.
Does this go on forever? And it stops after a certain distance. Oh yeah, this is a crapshoot.
March, you're back. So, what's the verdict? What do the people think?
Well, you see, Bronya.
Talked to people in both the overworld and the underworld. The final result was a tie.
I see. I suppose everyone has their own way of seeing things. I can't say I'm surprised. What was Zila's perspective on the matter?
Her closest homie. She's behind you. She's with you all
Should've
the way.
known. That sounds like Zila, all right.
Did you come to a conclusion with the ministers? Oh, it's so loud I can't tell what anyone's saying.
It's pretty much the same situation here. Neither party is willing to compromise. The time has come to make a decision. This chaos cannot be allowed to continue any longer.
Cutscene time, right? Okay, I'm gonna turn down the volume a bit.
All of you! I know what to do.
Wait!
something to say to the Supreme Guardian.
Hey,
But aren't you?
Himiko out here pulling up.
Himeko? Wait, is that the real you or a hologram?
It's the real me, March. Real as they come.
Miss Himiko, from the Astral Express? It's an honor. Thank you for all your help in our previous campaign. Things might have turned out differently without your support. If we had known of your arrival beforehand, the architects would have given you a proper welcome. I'm afraid the current circumstances are quite exceptional.
I understand, Miss Bronya. No need to explain. Your city is facing immense difficulties. My intention is simply to ensure that you have all the relevant intel.
And the second choice would maybe sound a bit
I hesitate
rude.
to call it a solution, but I might have some information that might help. It is my hope that with this information, you will be better equipped as the Supreme Guardian to make a wise and informed decision.
Information? Please, tell me what you know, Miss Himiko.
I happen to have a friend with knowledge of Topaz. What Topaz said about her home world is indeed
A friend,
true,
eh?
which is why she believes that the IPC's takeover of Belobog is the only way of ensuring the city's survival. But there is one thing she intentionally left out. Not all worlds that have accepted the IPC's terms have been saved.
You mean...
Performing ecological reconstruction on a planet carries inevitable risks. According to the intel provided by my friend, the success rate for the ecological reconstruction of worlds using the IPC's technology is 63%.
Only 63% of planets succeed? That's not exactly comforting.
Even from a gacha perspective, 63% is a lot. It's higher than a lot of things we get than the things we usually gacha for, but like, even so, that's, if it's not 100%, it's 50-50.
Capable people in her field. I wanted to bring these numbers, these probabilities to light. I think it's only fair that you know all the facts before making a decision.
80% definitely sounds better,
Ultimately,
but you know.
it's up to you, Supreme Guardian, to make the final call.
I understand. Thank you, Miss Himiko. This information is of great help. Regardless of how alluring their promises may be, this contract is nothing more than a gamble. As a leader, I cannot let the future of Belobog hinge on a roll of the dice.
I'm guessing those
Now
people
that
were
you've
against
decided,
it, so they're
I don't
happy.
have to pretend to be impartial anymore. I think you're making the right choice, Bronya.
Astral friends, I have an idea, but for it to work, I'll need everyone's cooperation. I need some time to rally all the residents in the city, and then I'll meet with Topaz again. Please locate her for me. It doesn't matter where she is or what she's doing. And if the IPC is still trying to take over Belobog's assets, I ask that you do everything in your power to stop them.
Don't worry. Leave it to us. We'll find her. It won't be easy dealing with her, but these two will help me get the job done.
Belobog's future is not for sale. And we'll never forget the friends who stood by us in our time of need. Not once, but twice. Stay safe, everyone.
Oh, hey, we got your pardon. Oh yeah, he definitely got in a tussle.
Gotcha part should be waiting for us in Rivet Town, right? Here we go again. Back to our old stomping grounds for another adventure.
Alright, so I'm guessing we're gonna get to go to the new area, right? Oh, we're going north instead of... Oh, right, that's where we go in. That's the exit anyways. I'm stupid.
The Supreme Guardian has briefed me on the situation and asked that I assist you in locating Topaz. Ready to enter Rivet Town? We'll go in together when everyone is set. Keep your guards up. We might run into IPC agents ahead.
Oh, same team again. Well, balls to the walls. Chain the destruction all the way.
Destination reached.
Wow, would you look at that? Huh. I never would have guessed it'd be here. But I don't see any mech or weapons. This place is completely surrounded by mountains. Surely they can't be.
Affirmative. The weapons are concealed within the towering rock formations.
No wonder we couldn't find the automaton factory. It was right under our noses all along.
Okay, this is more the giant architect robots.
You said these weapons have been hidden here from the very beginning? That means the architects of Eurillo 6 never used them in their fight against the Legion.
Correct. After the IPC departed from this world more than 700 years ago, no one has possessed the necessary knowledge for activating these weapons. The architects used the IPC blueprints to construct replica automatons. However, the overwhelming majority of the combatants, commanded by Elisa Rand, were human.
I see. The stories about this world are...
They didn't leave a guide, a dummy guide on how to run
I
these
would like
ones.
to ask you a question, Topaz.
You're awful polite for a big robot. Ask. Don't be shy.
If the IPC does not intervene, this world is doomed. Are you convinced of this conclusion beyond any doubt?
Yes. I've gone through countless case studies, and they all point to the same conclusion. Any world that comes into contact with a Stellaron is doomed. On the surface, things may appear to be getting better since the Astral Express lent a helping hand. But sooner or later, the underlying problems will resurface. A looming crisis can often lie hidden beneath the illusion of prosperity, unnoticed by many.
Understood.
Understood. That's it? You don't have any thoughts on the matter?
Emotional readings indicate that your response is sincere and accurate. That is all I wish to confirm regarding this matter. While my opinion on the future of this planet may differ from yours, it ultimately holds no weight. I am merely a tool, not a decision maker.
Huh. If only my colleagues had the same self-awareness as you. Come on, Numby. We've got some assessing to do.
Topaz disappeared after leaving Rivet Town. In her absence, her subordinates flooded in and took over.
The IPC
And this guy looks a lot
soldiers are
smaller.
well equipped.
But now a
Would
comment.
it be wise to fight them head on? Captain, what do you have in mind?
You're right, Miss Himiko. We'll be using the automaton stealth bomb to cover our tracks.
Automaton stealth bomb?
I'll explain later. Let's get moving.
Oh no. We're resorting to much more drastic measures now. Oh, this area looks... I don't know if it looks a lot more open or it's just that there's now
Keep
all
noise to a
these
minimum,
portable
We
stalls or
don't want
whatever
to alert the enemy to our presence.
are just in the way
It's
now.
time to deploy the automaton stealth bomb. Are you ready? Use the automaton stealth bomb to wipe out the IPC threats.
Oh, he's leaving it to us.
Try to avoid being noticed. Remaining hidden will increase our chances of success.
When trying, press the attack button to trigger the attack and stun everyone. If it fails to stun, discover the challenge fail and run off. Try to avoid the swing and sprint. God, how fast can we go? Can I walk right? She makes a lot of noise. My man's dead.
Oh, wow! We wiped them all out in a single explosion! That's what you call efficiency!
It's a shame we had to resort to this method, but we had no choice.
You Silvermane guards sure are a righteous bunch.
Well, it does, I hope it's not strip killing them,
Seen
so we know better.
robots like these before. It's an IPC field team leader.
Correct. The exterior is similar to the Grizzly, but its weapons and armor are more advanced. Hopefully the automaton stealth bomb will still be effective. Let me know when you're ready.
Alright.
Are you ready? Remember, try.
We gotta be careful of this guy on the left here. Okay, so turning around is not instantaneous. We gotta like rotate around. Get them both in range. Nice.
Woohoo! The coast is clear!
To be honest, I didn't think it would be so powerful. Good thing everything went according to plan.
And we're going into the mines again. Seems like the mines will try to just
This is the
simmer
road
back.
that Topaz took when she left Rivet Town.
Let's find her and tell her about Bronya's decision.
This time, the gloves are off!
Alright, and we'll get to go to the new zone. Oh, the weapon testing ground. Oh, we can't even look at them. Boo. Hey, my man Svarog.
Mr. Svarog? Are you alright? I hope Topaz and her IPC henchmen didn't hurt you.
Greetings, outsiders. System functions are normal. I have had no conflict with the IPC's representatives. Such a result would be highly undesirable. Topaz is ahead. She had the means to force me to comply with her orders, but chose not to. From her perspective, the only way to preserve Belobog is by incorporating it into the IPC. While I do not agree with her viewpoint, I lack the computational power to provide evidence to the contrary. While it is unlikely, I still encourage the avoidance of any potential conflicts.
Unlikely potential? Meaning there could still be conflicts.
Don't worry, March. The Express never pursues conflict as a first means. But if it comes down to it, we won't back down either. That's how it's always been.
Himeko's right. As long as we can look at ourselves in the mirror and know we did the right thing, that's all that matters.
Alright, time to enter the room. Bada bop.
Why would Topaz come here? Is she looking for something?
It's possible. Many mysteries lurk beneath the surface of this world.
Oh boy, they're giving us opportunity to set up. I don't even. I'm gonna bet that we aren't even gonna be able to use our abilities. But you know what? Screw it.
Oh, hey there, Slowpokes. I was starting to think you weren't gonna show up. This lady next to Miss March looks oddly familiar.
Pleasure to meet you, Miss Topaz. I'm Himeko, the Astral Express's navigator.
Oh, wow! I remember now. The illustrious Miss Himiko. Some of my colleagues dream about meeting you.
Do I have anything to say?
I'd be surprised if you didn't. Don't underestimate the reputation of the Nameless out among the stars. You're following in the footsteps of the great Akavili after all.
I'm pleased to see how well everyone's been getting along. Topaz, based on your greeting, I presume you have a good grasp of the current situation?
Of course! The deadline has already passed, but Bronya still hasn't signed the contract. I think I can guess what's holding her back.
Please, don't misunderstand us, Miss Topaz. We have no intention of opposing the IPC or its board of directors, but we have very dear friends on Eurillo 6. Standing idly by and watching them sign an unfair contract goes against everything the Nameless are about.
Miss Himeko, sorry for interrupting, but this doesn't sound like a negotiation.
We needn't waste our time, March. She made her decision 10 minutes ago.
There's no fooling the Astral Express. You're absolutely right. Differing views don't necessarily mean one person is right and the other is wrong. However, to keep things moving forward, there's usually only one solution.
Huh? What do you mean?
Oh, we're in a big
My
arena.
superiors have granted me the approval I need.
Your vacation time has been approved.
I wish. So many eager faces. I won't keep you in the dark any longer. Approval to launch an attack on the members of the Astral Express. The best kept secret to getting something over the line? Always be ready to turn the tables. Go, Numby.
Oh god. I don't know why looking at that was a bit of a headache.
Projects under my wing have no room for error.
Oh, that hurts. Alright.
Together as one. Commencing support.
Oh. Field security. Okay, I was wondering why this guy took less damage from
Ready for another?
skill.
This battle is unavoidable. Lend me your strength.
Now I see why.
Enemy data net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. It came together.
Stand down. Blade of moonlight. In lunar flame.
Try and push the next wave. Let's see. We still have a thing up. Use 2 skill points. Actually, I can't afford to do that. Because Kushan's shield's about to deactivate. And of course, I would have loved to give that to Jingneo, but it seems like I'll be able to.
We came together as one.
Try harder.
All things in the human creations. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them. Ready for another?
Attack for
Lend me your strength.
Please let me still use ult.
All will
I
be
got
revealed.
knocked down by 4. The transition screwed
Lunar flame.
me out of an extra turn. Oh.
Enemy targets detected.
Got some more big bullets.
Enemy data net markers
I'm just
activated.
gonna end up
Time for
stealing a
good
lot
old
more
counter.
points.
You'll pay for this. Lend me your strength.
Actually, she can still get one stack from this.
Blade of moonlight.
Yin and yang.
Okay, I'm guessing that's supposed to gather up all the points if they had any, but he didn't, so game on.
Lend me your strength. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them.
Jing Liu about to hit big.
It came together.
Oh, I don't have any points for this field.
Commencing support. This battle is unavoidable. Lend me your strength.
I do not have anything for it. Again.
Enemy data net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. I see through you.
I'm forced to auto attack here.
Tedious. Blade of moonlight. In lunar flame.
You'll pay for this. Lend me your
Alright,
strength.
and then that should be game. Nice.
Incredible. No wonder the Astral Express is so highly regarded. Finished warming up? Now it's my turn.
Oh.
Stop! All of you, put down your weapons.
Bronya! Oh, you're here just in time. Things were about to get out of control.
Supreme Guardian. I was starting to wonder whether you'd left the Express crew to fend for themselves. That would hardly be becoming of you.
I would never do such a thing. There was an important matter that required my attention.
More important than this?
Yes. I think you'll understand the significance once you see it. In short, I need you to help us evaluate our current progress.
Oh, okay, I think I know where this leading to.
Help you? That's interesting. I was under the impression you'd already decided to obstruct our operations here.
I have read your letter.
Oh, the promised one? Don't worry, I'm not sus. Oh. Where'd you get that impression from? Is it, did you catch me saying something beforehand, or did you read something from somewhere? But...
So I can understand your perspective on the issue.
Or maybe you already had a situation like this happen somewhere else, so you came in prepared.
That I still hold out a glimmer of hope, despite all that's happened.
But anyways,
I hope
good
we can
evening.
still find common ground through peaceful means.
I have to admit, talking to you.
Yeah, I mean,
I apologize for my behavior
when
just now.
let me ask, was you have to clarify that you're human. It kind of sucks that we're in that type point in the internet where we gotta suss out whether or not people are actually people.
I'll hold on
But
for a
yeah,
little
thank you
longer
for doing so. I mean, I wish you didn't have to, you know, but
remember,
it
winning
is
over
how it
the
is.
higher-ups won't be easy.
I understand. That's why I've been taking things one step at a time. The first step was changing your mind.
I don't know. I feel like well, I don't know. I haven't really looked too much into it, but I wish there was an easier way to filter out like what type of people are bots. I mean, I'm pretty sure with technology, they're gonna find, even the bots or the people doing the stuff with the bots are gonna find ways to circumvent preventive measures, but yeah, I mean, it is a vivid, interesting situation.
What a dismal sight. This district.
I mean, I know
Been here
Twitch
before?
recently adding a moderation
Yes.
setting thing that's
This is where we
that's
put an end
kind
to it all.
of helping. I don't know. I've only
And
I've only
then
taken a
it
look at it for
began
one
again.
day. I haven't really had anything
That's
happen
right.
so far, so I don't know. Cause like I feel like this should have been a thing before, or maybe has been a thing before, but they never released it to like more of the general public. But it was like a verification thingy. So I don't know. Maybe that might stop the bots for a bit. Who knows?
Kyle, sorry for the delay. Are we clear to proceed?
Oh, it's my guy Kyle.
The path ahead is clear, Madam Guardian. You and your companions can proceed north without hindrance.
There's always a chance that
Excellent.
the bots aren't bots, and there
London
actually
Road
probably are a
ahead
few
is a
genuine
little
people that,
treacherous.
go around
Watch your
advertising, because that's probably the
Let's
most
go.
effective way for them to gain attention to their work. But,
What is this place? We've never been here before, right?
nothing really stops bots. Yeah, they don't care about the rules. They just keep going.
We've only recently discovered this domain. Let's keep moving forward. What I want to show you is just ahead.
Hi, it's another big bot.
Look. The people of Belobog have not given up. I just want to give them a chance.
On one hand, I want to say that's a nice sunrise, but on the other hand, that thing's blinding my
Did you
eyes.
recognize that broken down machine over there?
Is it the engine creation from last time, or is this a different one?
I thought you might.
Don't tell me they hauled it over here somehow.
Miss Topaz, I know you've done a lot of research into Belobog. I was wondering if there was any information on the engine of creation in your records?
Not at all. Which is why I find it so incredible. Such a massive feat of engineering, yet there's not a single
Anyways,
mention of
and
it in
I
any
guess
of the
and
strategic
the whole
investment
bot thing
department's
aside, how are
reports.
you doing? Didn't really get to ask you
We know the reason why.
how you're doing in return.
The engine of creation was constructed solely by the people of Belobog, without any external assistance. The project
I'm
was
doing
led
good,
by
just
the
chilling
first
and
Supreme
catching up
Guardian,
on
Alyssa Rand.
the Star Rail
While
content.
the warriors fought
I've
on the
been,
front lines,
well, I don't know if I want to say I've
engineers
been
worked
behind. It's only been a
tirelessly
week since the
behind
patch is
scenes,
out, but I'm pretty sure most people have
designing and
probably
constructing it.
been pushing
So what you're
the stuff a
saying
lot
is
faster.
the engine of creation was a weapon constructed by the Belobogians themselves?
Yes, but not entirely. The engine of creation was commissioned for combat shortly after its completion, and played a significant role in the battles against the Legion. But Alyssa Rand had a long-term vision, one that nobody anticipated. For a long time, this feat of engineering
I see.
was
Well, I mean, as long as you're still having a good time with
Unit.
doing things in and
It was
out,
actually
on one
given a
hand,
much
I
grander purpose.
I feel like it's probably a
To help
healthier
the
lifestyle
Belobogians
to,
rebuild their homeland
not be
and restore their world to its former
stuck
glory, after
with the
driving
game
away
like
all
all
those
the
who
time.
threatened it.
I mean, then again, I feel like if you're caught up with Star Rail,
A
or with
vision
any gacha game in
transcend
general,
both time
you usually don't
and
really need to take too
location.
much time a day. It's only when like new updates get released that
Madame
it feels
Rand
super
was
time consuming.
truly an inspiring
So if you have like a balanced like work-life thing,
Not to
then
take away
I
from
think
the
gacha games
Supreme
aren't too
Guardian
terrible.
threatening. She's quite the inspiring leader as well.
Thank you. But I didn't really do anything. All I did was bring the people of Belobog together and make them aware that our hard-earned freedom was under immense threat once again. If we want to preserve this freedom, we must act and show those who doubt us that we, Belobog, have the will and the ability to control our own destiny. The outcome of our mobilization speaks for itself.
Okay, why did they have a kid here though? This is
The
a
children
safety
of
hazard.
Belobog have made their decision. They have chosen to preserve this homeland with their own two hands.
I must say, I didn't
You're
anticipate
a
this
fool
at
in
all.
what sense? You still put in more time than you would like to admit, or I mean, as long as you're having a good time with it, you know, what can people really say about it? As long as it's not getting
I'll fight for
too
this
much away from
opportunity for you, Bronya.
anything else.
Shouldn't have conflated your own circumstances.
Because I think
with my
that's probably
childhood.
that's like
That was a
the big,
serious
like
judgment on
that's
my
where you draw the line. It's like, okay, if the issue,
world
if
is
you're
not
creating issues for
bad.
yourself with the amount of time that you put in, like, okay, well, if it's just between you and the game, then you know that's your own problem to deal with. Yeah, that's all right. But if it drags other people into it, then okay, then you might need to reconsider.
700 years. A truly admirable feat.
3 different accounts. Well, I mean, I'm guessing you probably made 3 different accounts and had different visions on what you want to do with each of them, right?
To gradually repay it.
I mean, plenty of people have done similar things, and I don't blame them, you know. It definitely gives a different perspective of how they want to approach the game. But yeah, it does seem like a bit of a time investment. Have you been keeping up with all 3, or I'm guessing you might have stopped at some point, at least with all 3 maybe?
Don't worry, Miss Topaz. Myself and all of the nameless aboard the Astral Express are willing to vouch for this world.
Fantastic. That might just work. As for the reports and
Rotate the other 2.
potential accountability,
Like to do in your free time. I see. Well, I mean, I think that's a cool thing to see that you enjoy this game enough to the point where you want to make free accounts for it. Are we allowed to look at the map now? Oh, it's actually not that big. It's like one long strip. Unless there's some more parts that just doesn't unlock because I haven't explored it. Oh wait, what's this? Ah, this shows where everything is relative to it. Oh, okay. Keep forgetting that map exists. What is this? Oh god, we have barrels to interact with now. Okay, I'll probably explore this. Oh, I lied. I see a chest. I'm gonna grab that first. Alright, before I talk to them, let's go for everyone else.
I was worried things were gonna get ugly again. A peaceful solution is always the best solution. Speaking of solutions, are they repairing that giant robot? The one we fought against? I remember you took control of it and helped us defeat Cacolia. Miss Topaz is definitely up to the job. She has that aura of... oh, what's the word? Invincibility. Well, we didn't get to enjoy the festivities this time around. But at least we still got to meet a top IPC executive.
Miss Topaz.
Oh, I forgot to talk to Himiko. I already forgot what I said, like literally like half a minute earlier.
It's nothing I can't handle. There are more important things than titles and ranks. Finding the best solution is what matters most. If that's what they want to do, then so be it. I've long passed the stage of working just for money.
Thank you so much for all you've done. I never thought we'd drag the Express into a crisis again. Much less one that might cause a rift between you and the IPC.
Well, I mean, if we don't get...
I wouldn't go that far.
I feel like the IPC, we'll get in a bad
Also,
position with the
it
IPC at some
seems
point. At least one other branch of
I
it.
didn't keep my subordinates in check. 17. Oh, I
Oh, if he even knows the guy.
who you're talking about. You could say he's special case. For most
Okay, yeah, I was
people,
gonna
the
say
interview
17
process
interviews. I feel like at that point, I don't know if companies have a thing where like they would stop allowing you to interview after a certain point. I mean, they probably just stop you early into the recruiting process. They just ignore it.
I have arranged rooms for you all at the Goethe Hotel. Miss Topaz, if you need somewhere comfortable to stay.
I appreciate the offer, but I need to head back and deliver my reports. It's been great getting to know you both. I hope we can work together again in the future. Only next time under better circumstances.
Wait, what? Have I not unlocked the CP point? Wait, no way. Oh, that would have been pain. Having to walk all the way back. But then again, I probably had to backtrack anyways. There's probably a chest or something in this.
I'd heard you and March speak highly of the Supreme Guardian before, but seeing her methods firsthand left me in awe.
Between the
You should
company and
also
how
be
many times
glad
they've
that Miss
tried.
Topaz is the
Master
one
amount of
in
time.
charge at the Euro
Oh, yeah, that's
6.
true.
If it were someone else from the Strategic Investment Department, things might have gotten...
I'm guessing probably bigger companies have more applicants, in which case you probably have more ways to want to filter people out.
That tells me you really don't understand the Strategic Investment Department. Let's talk about this later, when you're back on the Express. You and March must be tired after such an incredible journey. It's time you got some well-deserved rest.
Do you have anything else to say?
Why don't you head over to the Goethe Hotel, and I'm sorry you didn't get to experience the festival atmosphere this time around. I promise. I'll make it up to you all next time.
What festival was even going on, to be honest? I didn't even see things up and stuff, but... Oh, they're not gonna let me through. By the order of the Supreme Guardian, the area ahead is closed, as I'm playing as Bronya. Okay, buddy. Alright, looks like we're staying at the hotel again.
If there's nothing pressing, let's take a walk.
I've been wondering, how did you figure out what was happening here on Belobog, Himeko?
Well, you know, keeping an eye on the crew is just another part of a navigator's job.
Oh no, she's been spying on us. She has listening devices on our body. Do we have the same exact hotel room? Probably. If I don't want to have to... What? Well, I mean, they can always just copy the layout. Eh.
March was looking forward to the Soulworm Festival for ages. Looks like she's missed her chance this time. I never thought this trip would be so... tiring. Time for bed.
Edge.
In light of the events that have transpired, we will be taking the following disciplinary measures against you.
Why didn't I have to use the filter?
Your rank will be demoted from P45 to P44 with corresponding adjustment to your basic salary. All bonuses for the current cycle will be revoked, including stock options and performance bonuses. You will need to submit an additional report regarding this incident to Diamond. If you have any objections to this penalty, you may also file an appeal in writing.
I saw some people made a post about this. How she's like holding her device with her right hand when you can clearly see it's on the left side of her head. Unless she has a smaller device on her right side.
Understood. Is there anything else anyone would like to add? If there are no further remarks, this meeting is concluded.
You only got demoted one rank? Whew, you dodged a bullet there. Pretty big project to mess up on. Someone must be looking out for you. Oh, they've already left the call. Ugh, this voice changer is driving me crazy.
Let me turn it off.
Thank you.
Tangerine, why are you still on the line?
Hey, what's with the hostility? It's not like I'm your boss. Oh, wait. I guess I am now. My apologies. I'm still getting
Is
used to my
Aventurine
new
the name of
place in the
another
hierarchy.
gem? I've never heard of it.
Can I help you? If you've got something to say it already.
Okay, it has to be a stone, right?
Oh,
Okay, it
nothing
is a stone.
important.
I mean, it obviously had to be.
Checking in on you.
It's a former quartz.
I told you
I see a
Euro
bunch of green
6 would be
colors.
a high-risk, low-reward case.
I think
Why
I've seen
even
these
bother?
before. I like the color green.
In our line of work, Having a kind heart can be more of a liability than an asset.
It could be in her ears.
If you're not careful,
She has a
you'll end
smaller
up leading
earbud.
yourself down a dead-end road.
Anything else? If not, I'm hanging up.
Wait, hold on a minute. Don't hang up. I get it. You're not in the mood for this conversation right now. Okay. How about this? Something that might interest you. While you were enjoying your playtime on Eurillo 6, Diamond was busy taking care of the head honcho of the Building Material Logistics Department. That's why he didn't attend today's meeting.
A Terravan?
That's right. The renowned Terravan. One of the 7 board members. He's
You're throwing all these names, and I'm concerned how many people we're gonna need to remember down the line potentially.
Diamond's been a great help to both of us. Your antics on such a crucial day can't exactly have painted the Strategic Investment Department in a good light, you know? Since you get the point, let's get down to business. I'm currently at Pierpoint. There's a major deal that could affect the whole department. I just so happen to need a reliable project manager for the job. What do you say, old friend?
Huh. And what prompted the mighty Aventurine to start collaborating with others?
Penacony. What else?
What?
That's right. Now that's the kind of reaction I was hoping for.
I can start taking notes.
Hold on a minute. Diamond picked you for this project? I was expecting.
I mean, I know some people do. I mean, I'm a lore guy, but I'm not like a big lore guy. If there ever comes a time I need to know someone, I'll just let the game remind me and just shame myself for not knowing, or I'll look into it
If
beforehand.
you ask me, doing business with them is a lost cause. But as we both know, the IPC does more than just business deals. Guess it's my time to shine. So, how about it? This is a rare opportunity. Consider it. You never know, you might even
Man,
be
it seems
able
like
to make
everyone's
up for your
converging on
blunder
Pelican and this
Eurillo
room.
6.
What type of show we're gonna have there?
I'll get back to you later.
I don't know. I hope we get to see it soon and not have to wait a long time, because it's gonna eat away at us.
I hope I made the right decision this time. The snow is mesmerizing.
Oh, and we get Topaz for this. Well, I mean, it basically is a Topaz quest of sorts. I'm guessing that text is for the new event, which I'll be doing in there. Alright, let's see. I think there's one thing I want to check. Oh, did they give me a... Oh, they have a Battle Pass thing for completing the mission. I guess it's been so long since we have a thing in the Battle Pass, I completely forgot. I think there's one thing I want to check out before watching this. It's not this. Where was it? I think it's around here. Okay, we still have links there. Yeah, this little buddy's over here now. Look at this little guy. Oh, so cute. Oh, it's not making any more sounds. Oh, the text is so fast. Also, thank you for following. I don't know why my I don't know what happened to my notifications. It's like not playing anymore, so I had to open up another thing to see it. Play with it again. It's about dad joke. Sing a lullaby. Feed or something. God, what did he even eat? Damn, that's a big nut. God, does he even understand human language? So joke about maybe they know what a snowman is. Standards. Okay, I wonder if we could put to sleep. Oh, he's already clocking out. Or he's already falling asleep by the time we're trying to figure out how to do it. Alright, what is this achievement? Interact warmly with Arctic Bear Cub. Okay, so it seems like there's a whole bunch of achievements with the new event, which I'll be doing the next time. Wait. Alright. The quest went about as long as I said it was going to be, like, between 2 to 3 hours. I thought it was going to be a bit longer, but it wasn't, so I guess that's a good thing in some ways. I got more time to do stuff for tonight. So, yeah. I'll be back sometime later this week. I don't know if it'll be tomorrow night or the day after to do the whole Theorem. Well, maybe not the whole Theorem Wars, but maybe parts of it. I'll have to see. But anyways, thank you for stopping by, Promise One. It was nice chatting with you. I don't know. I wish you good night and have a fun time with your Star Rail adventures.